Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel, and thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate each and every one of you who subscribe to the channel, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, hopefully you will. If you are new, my name is Elizabeth, and I am a quantum communicator, healer, and clearer, helping people with their spiritual awakening ascension journeys, and it's been amazing being here. And you requested this one, and you got it. This is an archangel that I love, that I work with so very closely, Archangel Michael. And this video is going to be about different ways to work with Archangel Michael. Some you may be familiar with, some other ways maybe not. So I'm really happy to be able to deliver this video, especially during this very powerful time of the sun, of the solstice energy. And I also received another request by email to do a video on monadic twin flames. I will absolutely do that. It will be a video that will be covering a little bit more in depth about the monadic journey versus the split soul journey. So stay tuned for that one. But now on to Archangel Michael. So he is known as the warrior protector angel. So if you ever see his statue, which there is a beautiful picture of him on my thumbnail, he is always depicted with this powerful sword and his shield, and he is very much known for his protector abilities. And he is a go-to for me, him and his blue angels. Anytime you feel like you are under kind of a spiritual attack, there's a dark empath, there are some kind of interference going on, you're around toxic people, toxic environment, he is the archangel to call upon for protection. He belongs to the blue ray, so he holds the electric blue fire. And for a lot of people, they may turn to working with spheres of light, which I love. But what I love even more is working with pillars of light. I've tried both, and I really love the pillars of light. So you may want to try working with his electric blue fire as a pillar of light, from Christ grid to crystalline grid. Those are the new ascension grids. And ask for this pillar of light to seal you and protect you throughout your full multidimensional existence, or your full quantum existence. It's very important, as I mentioned before in the past, I'm going to keep mentioning it, where you place your shields is crucial. You want to make sure that you have the broadest of protection, because it doesn't really matter with beings whether it's a different timeline or whether it's a different dimensional part of you. You want to be protected everywhere because you are a multidimensional being. So asking Archangel Michael to protect you with his electric blue fire pillar of light, ask him to protect you throughout your full multidimensional existence. Now, he can protect anywhere and anything. He really can. What you might want to do, because a lot of people complain that they have had attacks, or they've reported they've had attacks in their dream space, and something has made them feel really uncomfortable, or they felt like something was holding them down and they couldn't move. I love to also extend that electric blue fire from Michael into the dream space. So you could ask Michael to protect your dream space with his electric blue fire, and also bind and banish any projections, any lower beings in that dream space. He can do that. He can bind and banish any entities or lower beings within your physical space or common space. And of course, he can do that throughout your full multidimensional existence if you ask. I love working with Archangel Michael to specifically protect timelines, such as future timelines. So I'm very specific there of asking Michael that if anything tries to attempt to attack a timeline, I've had this happen, especially with twin flames. This can't happen. I've had it happen. Shared timelines, future timelines. Michael can absolutely, with any first attempt by any lower being, he can bind and banish those beings immediately if you ask him to do so. You have free will. So just remember that with free will, the higher beings, they of course respect that, but you can ask Michael and his blue angels to bind and banish any attempt to interfere in any of those timelines, whether it's higher future timelines, whether it's past timelines. Again, the timelines, it's a part of the full multidimensional protection, full multidimensional existence, but you can go a step further and ask Michael and his angels with any attempt to connect with your dimensional selves or try to infiltrate in those timelines in any kind of way, to bind and banish immediately any beings try to come into your space in any way, any attempt made, binding and banishing immediately, so that way it doesn't go into a real issue for you. Archangel Michael is fantastic with protecting electric. Now, this is something people don't really maybe know about or talk about, but I've worked with Archangel Michael so many times. He has that fire aspect. He is able to protect anything electric. So your devices, your apps, you can ask him to protect your apps from any interference. Place the electric blue fire there. You can ask him to protect anything within your home with electric, your appliances, protect you from EMF protection. Place filters on wires, on cables, on anything electric. And he can also help with car trouble. I've asked Archangel Michael to assist me with car trouble, and it's definitely worked. So I don't think a lot of people talk about that one, but I do work with him to protect when it comes to electric. So keep that in mind. He is fantastic for cutting you free from lower energies. Now, I like to work a lot of times with Lords of Karma. Lords of Karma are the Ascended Masters that help to balance out where there's been karma, lower karma, and they work really well with Archangel Michael. You can call upon Archangel Michael and Lords of Karma to help to cut you free from lower timelines of karma, and then help to clear out any of those old traumatic imprints, programming, stories, beliefs, patterns, mental, emotional, psychic energies, sexual energies from others, because we carry so much of other people's energies. A lot of people don't realize that most of that lower energy that we carry, so much of it isn't even ours. So Archangel Michael can cut you free from any lower groups, lower beings, cut you free from pretty much all of that belongs to the 3D matrix, the karmic grid, and help you to cleanse all of that energy out. Really important, and I often work with him with light language healing sessions, and I certainly work with him when I do my spirit extractions, because he is definitely a very strong force with his angels when I do that type of work, when people have these really severe interferences. Archangel Michael is one that will help you if you are feeling insecure, if you are feeling as though you are just questioning yourself, you're not good enough, you're having all of these ego stories come up, you're fearful of taking a step, taking action, you're fearful of expressing yourself. He's connected to that throat chakra. And remember, the throat chakra is also connected to our mission, to our life purpose. And a lot of people are nervous to take those steps with mission, feeling as though they may not have enough to give, they're just not good enough, and then they compare themselves to others, and all these stories. Archangel Michael can help you with the confidence, with the courage to really express your authentic truth, and to really take action steps and express yourself out to the world, being yourself and using the true power, the abilities and the gifts that you have. Archangel Michael can assist you with all of that. And I've certainly worked with him with that, and I know a lot of my clients who have worked with me, they have benefited from that too. So Archangel Michael, working with him to ask for confidence and courage when you feel like, especially when you're at your lowest and you're going through the triggers of the shadow, Archangel Michael is perfect for that. Michael helps us when we're in this hopeless state. You know, when we've hit rock bottom, when we've gone through these really horrific tower moments, and he reminds us that this too shall pass, right? And this is necessary for your growth, and this is necessary for you to step into your true power and to release all the false worth, all the false value, and come into your true value and your true worth and who you're meant to be. And Michael reminds us of that. So if you are in this low time, or you're having a lot of trouble, insecurities coming up, confidence, it could be in any area of your life, with your life mission, with divine partnership, with anything in your life, with your work out there. If you are really needing to say, have a conversation or speak to someone, and you feel like you just can't find your footing and you're not confident with that, Archangel Michael can assist you and just bolster your faith and just really help you to have the courage to do what's necessary and to know that you are supported. He will definitely support you because you are powerful, and Michael knows that. Yes, Archangel Michael is incredible. One of the ways in which I work with him too for clients is when there are court cases, when there needs to be justice and those scales balance. Michael also holds these scales. That's the scales of karma, but it's also the scales of justice. Often they come together. And Michael, if you are facing some sort of legal battle, some kind of legal challenge, perhaps you are receiving projections, negative projections, or psychic attacks from the other side. You really need that truth to be brought to the table, that truth to come out. Archangel Michael will help with that justice and will help with that truth. So if anyone out there is facing any kind of legal battle, anything as far as justice goes, Archangel Michael can help you with that, and to see that justice is done for all parties involved, for everyone involved, the best scenario, the best case for everyone involved. And that leads me to truth itself. And I just did an Archangel Michael light language. If you missed that, definitely go back to the other video. It was a very powerful light language. It certainly helped me to come into even more clarity on my journey. But Archangel Michael will help if you are in distortions of truth, if you are not connecting to something correctly, if you're missing something, if you're just not sure what you truly are meant to do in this life, if you are just confused on what path to take, confused about anything, Archangel Michael can really bring that truth to the table. And I hope that the light language had helped you out there. Again, if you have not watched that, go back and watch that. I know for me, it's brought me into even deeper truth of what I knew on my journey, but it just expanded more knowledge in regards to it. So that was really beautiful for me to not only just reconfirm that I was on the right path, but just to bring even deeper insight for me. It was really great. So I definitely recommend that if things seem like they're just confusing, or if you're trying to cut through what you feel is misinformation, anything that you feel is like, okay, like I'm reading something and I'm hearing something and I'm not really sure how true this is, you can always turn to Archangel Michael. If you received something psychically, or if you had some sort of spiritual experience and you're not sure of the meaning, or you're not sure you can trust it, you could always turn again to Archangel Michael to clarify that truth. And I have to tell you, he is fantastic when it comes to that. Yeah, Archangel Michael is amazing. He really, really is. I love his masculine cut through everything approach. He's very cut and dry. So when I work with Archangel Michael, or I work with Archangel Michael when I'm communicating for clients, he is very direct. He cuts right through to the chase. If someone, again, is not really maybe connecting to something, or it's just not clear enough, Archangel Michael goes right to it. And I really appreciate that. Archangel Michael will be there for you. All you need to do, you don't have to do anything particularly crazy. Just ask through source, love, and light for Archangel Michael to come through. You always want to ask for any of these higher beings to come through source, love, and light, mother, father, source of all that is, the divine energy. That's how you want to call them forward. You don't have to worry about anything negative happening or any that way. If you're calling, you know, the archangels, the angels, you're calling these beings to the highest of light, then they will connect with you and be authentic, and just stay really, really open. Really, really open. Michael will bring symbols. He will bring signs if you ask him to. I know I have found feathers. I have found even a blue feather, and I'll have to show you this. If I can find it here, yes. I still have this feather, and it is a blue feather. And I have this feather from when I first was starting to go through the dark night of the soul years ago. And I was at my lowest. I was depressed. Everything had fallen apart. I had no idea where I was going in life. I so many psychic attacks. And I found this in the middle of a store, just right on the floor. And people say, oh, you know, well, that can happen. But you know what? I knew immediately when I saw this blue feather that this was a direct sign from Archangel Michael that he's with me, because I was certainly working with him at that time. So I just wanted to show that. His swords and shields are incredible. I just wanted to mention this too, with the electric blue fire pillar of light. If you want to place swords and shields of Archangel Michael above the head, below the feet, left shoulder, right shoulder, in front of the heart chakra and back of the heart chakra, within the heart chakra, these are also very, very protective. I like to do pillars, different pillars of light, but I like to include the swords and shields of Archangel Michael. What I ask Archangel Michael to do with the shields is have those shields act as mirrors to deflect. If anyone's sending anything coming at you, it's deflecting it. So really powerful, and I hope that helps you out. So how do you work with Archangel Michael? I would love to know how you work with him. You can leave me some comments below. Let me know if this video has helped you in any way, if I shared some ways of working with Archangel Michael that maybe you haven't heard of before, or maybe you just have now just new ideas popping up on how to work with Archangel Michael. And if you have any other requests for videos, please let me know. You can either leave a comment below or you can email me, paranormalpriestess@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. Again, if I can do a video to help you out on your ascension journey, twin flame journey, I am here to do so. The Paranormal Priestess, and remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light, brightest blessings, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.